Morning folks, Massey Dave. It is Wednesday morning, middle of the week. With comments and likes, welcome new subscribers, etc. from yesterday's video of trucks and MOTs and a bit on 399. Back in this morning. Let's get the rest of this few bits of glass in. We're going to fix a bit of bling on. We've already done one side, but we've got here the let's pick it up, window latch for the side windows. So these got the complete, chuck it on the floor, complete with the original springs. So we'll get these bolted in, and at least the windows can be held out a bit while we get the glass in. So let's get this bolted. That's that one fitted in, working, and we got the other one over there done and working. Let's find some rubber, go in that window. We've got the glass down ready to give that a clean. Hopefully get that one in. We've got that bit of glass fitted in. Okay. It's probably the right way and the wrong way, but I do it my way. I got my plastic knife, so there's no chance of having any metal on the glass. And plenty of the old glass cleaner as a lubricant. And get the bottoms in because it's wider at the bottom, and then just carefully go from behind and tease the rubber around, and it pops in. So now we can get the filler strip and lock it in place. Well, you could say it's a bit of a pain of a job. Next bit of rubber fitted in that one. Let's go and find a bit of glass and give that a clean up. So that one, it's just that one to go. We're not going to do the windscreen for a while because it's easier to rebuild the dashboard, test the electrics and that without the screen in. A new door handle going on. And for those hard to get to nuts in there, the old trick, a little bit of plastic, focus in there, in the spanner, holds a nut in, won't fall out. You can hold it on there and get it screwed in, pull it up together. So yeah, bit of plastic, hold the nut in the whole thing about, but one door opens and closes and locks in place. Lovely. Well, I'm glad that lot's in. It's taken a little while, but we've got it in there. What a pain of a job. Say just the windscreen to go, but we'll do that after we've got the dashboard fitted in and tested. So time for a quick cuppa, then on with something else. I think I've got a trailer coming in this morning, look at the ramp or something, see when it turns up. Trailer's arrived. One of my pet hates, Equitrek. Ugh, they're horrible. Build quality's crap. Hey, slight issue with the ramp. I'm going to try and adjust the springs. A couple of bolts are a bit not so good, so we'll swap those over for something a bit newer. And then get up in the air and have a look at the spring. Right, got it up in the air, a couple of axle stands under it. There we can get it under here. Two said springies back there. See if we can turn that nut and put a bit more tension into it. Might make all the difference. I've got the spring loosened off, so there's no tension on that. We got one of these bolts undone. As you can see, it's worn quite a bit. So hopefully we can get a new one in there, and that'll just line that one back up a little bit, take the slot out of it. Worn even more, but it's looking a little bit better now than it was. So it's a good starting point. I think the 2M ones, they look okay. What you can see there, obviously been greased up, so we can give that a bit of jollop on that. Let's go and tighten that back up now and see if it makes any difference. Done. Bit better than it was. On the steering orbital now and the column. So giving this a bit of a clean up. We found the relative bits, the spacers, the nuts and the bolts. There we go down here. So we can get this one all bolted back. Point it where I was supposed to be pointing it. Get this one bolted back together. Then we got to find the rubber to go on the front of the dashboard, or front of the bulkhead, where this got to slide through, and then it can be fitted in. There we go. See what I'm doing. Get that tightened up. There's the bit of rubber that goes on the front, so we need to clean this up. So, wire brush, Stanley blade, scrape the dirt off. You can see I've done half of it. It's looking better than the other half. So we'll just persevere with this, get it looking nice, and then we can glue it into place, and then put that in. One orbital and steering column all fitted in. Go find a bit of rubber to go in that hole and clean that up and go in. Then we can perhaps get on the master cylinder and the brake pipe goes round there. Again, same treatment on this, now we found it. And a Stanley blade, scrape all the dust and the dirt off, make it look like new again. Obviously need 2 hands for this, so I'll crack on. A customer, trailer going. So yeah, she's happy at the ramps, a lot easier to use. We've got the hand throttle all fitted in now, and we got the foot throttle in there with the return spring. So it's all doing as it should on the outside here. Bit more put in. Got the main brake pipe in there, the clamp, bit of rubber around it, all bolted up. Master cylinders fitted in and tightened up. We've got the bracket in there with a pivot for the multi-power linkage, and the little brackets over the top there for the bonnet to sit on. And steady away. And look what we've just had come back, nicely refurbished brake master cylinder for a customer, and from another parts supplier. Some bits from the 399, which is window hinges and a latch for the bottom piece of glass. A few more bits fished out and put in. We've got the clutch pedal linkage, and we've got the side of the dash put in. So that's another dose of stuff hung up where it should be and not in a random place. The box of goodies arrived. Do you think it's a big enough box for 2 smaller boxes and all that packaging? Hopefully that's a water pump for the 399. Just before that box arrived, we fished the dashboard out. It's been nearly done, and the new wiring loom, so we can get ready to start assembling this and wiring it up, ready to go in. But I think I'll go and make a gasket for that water pump. I've said it before, carefully does it. Ball peen hammer, hold it in place. You can tap around the sharp edges of the face and get an absolute spot on perfect gasket. We can take that out and take the bits out. We got exactly what we need for the top of the thermostat housing. Right, 2 new thermostats put in. We cleaned up the base of that. The bolts, we've also got a gasket we've made. Go on there. We can assemble this bit, get it back to where it should be before we put it back on the 399. Get all that screwed together. It'll be, yeah, as I say, it comes with a gasket for this bit, but it doesn't come with one for that, so hence having to make one. That's all reassembled. Port in there, plug in there, union on there, a bung in there, pulley back on, new nut and washer, tightened up, gasket, thermostats in there. Right, well, we've got it on. I'll tell you, getting that pipe on there is a bit of a battle. So we've got nuts on. There's the 2 awkward bolts in the top that we've got to get done up, so we can get some of these pinched up. And we've got the gasket, a very fine smudge of sealer as well, just so we eliminate any going that way. That pinched up and that one pinched up. Get this on, that'll do for today, because it's got very hot and muggy down here, and I'm glad I'm not at the festival, because I won't be up there with all them people. Oh, couldn't have been any worse. Queuing for food, queuing for a drink, jostling, trying to remember where your tent is. That's if you're taking a tent, but yeah, nip those up. Let's get those 2 top ones in. These 2 are just as awkward to put back in as they were to get undone. It's literally 1 flat, a return at a time. So I've got them started. I could have taken all the rocker cover off and made it easier, but that's just creating another job. So I'm going to get these all tightened up today. I think that union's going to have to turn a little bit. I don't know. It'll probably go. That'll be fine. I did take a picture of it before I took it apart, but I think I deleted it because I ran out of space in my phone for doing these videos for everybody to watch my challenges and tribulations of fixing stuff. But we're getting there. Like I say, I nearly had enough today. I think it's time for a get home and get cleaned up with a cold drink. There we go. I'll finish this off. Thursday morning, down early, we're going to have a little tinker with the dashboard, a bit of a wiring for a little bit of time before I go off for MOT with that skip lorry out there. So first little job is going to wire up the two little dash lights on the top there, and the supply goes to the switch and the earth. Then we can tackle this lot and hopefully get them all in the right order, on the right places, on the right terminals. Once that's done, we can probably test it and put it in the cab. So let's chop a few ends off bits of wire and get these switches. Right. Quick walk round check. All the lights work, all the tyres are up, everything's functioning as it should. So let's get on down and get this job done. Well, went into the lane, it was dry, and now it's chucking it around outside. There's all that new kit they got in for the brakes. Another successful pass, so we'll get this back up the road out the way and get back to do some more wiring or something or other. Get after this 399, put the two fan belts back on, then we can get the old fan bolted back on, and then get the radiator lifted back in, bolted up. Obviously we're waiting for the orbital to come back. There's me tub of bolts. I need a washer wherever it's gone. There he is. Right, let's get that put on in there. And yeah, get what we can do on this front bit. Obviously can't put the bonnet back on until we've done the orbital, which say hopefully that'll be here on Monday, I'm hoping. So let's get a socket on the go. Get that tightened up. Right, we've got the radiator dropped in. We got the filter bracket done up over there. Fans on, belts are tight. So we've got these long bolts here. Bolt that on, 4 each side. And we can drop the oil cooler in and connect those lines back up. And say yellow hose there, heater hose to go back onto that. We can't do much more on this. We can say fill it up with water, but I ain't looking forward to doing that. Put some water in. Right. Where's that dripping from? Realised I didn't do that union up down there, the pipe on the bottom. At least I can still get to it. I put it on yesterday, but didn't tighten it up. There was just enough room to get in this side from underneath. But it's going to be a flat at a turn. But sometimes these sort of things are just easily overlooked. I say it was hot yesterday when I was doing it. And like I said, I put it on, but I didn't tighten it up. But never mind, we can overcome these things. I think I got them. Shouldn't leak now, hopefully. Anyone forgets to say, antifreeze going in. Got a few litres of the blue in there. Right, for the time being, I've done all I can do there. That there did leak. I chopped the end off, you can see it's swollen up. Yeah, it's not the right pipe, it's a bit of garden hose, but at least we stopped that one because you see it all swelled up from that side to that side. So yeah, all filled up with antifreeze water. Can't see any leaks anywhere currently, so can't do any more until we do that bit. Back to concentrating on wiring on the dashboard. I think we've got all the light switch now wired up. We've got the wires in for, so we started that earlier this morning for the dash lights. We've got the new ignition switch in here, all the wires on that, that's for the heat start. Main power, power fuse, can't remember what that was for, that's for the lights. No, that's the starter one. So there should be all in place. That's for that little one there is for the resistor, which goes off to the charge light. So we're just putting the main supply cables in now. So one on one side and the rest go on the other. So we'll try and get a little washer off of that. And there's 3 terminals that go on that side. So I did mark it so I knew which one was just the solid one. So there's that one there. We got another 2 ends somewhere else. Where are they? There, down here. They got to go on that one as well. Fiddly old job, getting the right wires for the switch, and hopefully I got the power etc. right. Obviously you can't get the original flasher relays, it's a 3-pin now, not a 5-pin, so it's got to be wired up just slightly differently It's always one of those things that scratch my head every time I do it. So we'll try and, I think I'll run out of fuses actually, the glass ones that go in these. But we'll try and conjure up a power supply and put me light thingy on that to test it and make sure I know I've got continuity on the switch there. So we got, you know, when it's left and right, there's power in, out respectively. Folks, just a reminder, this Saturday, Goin School at Cannington, we've got their open day, and I'll be there with a dose of these. So, you know, the little Massey 1200 pin badges. So if you want one, come and find me, £5 each. You can have one off of me. So this Saturday, what's the date? 28th of July. Brymore School, open day. I'll be there, certainly in the morning anyway. Right, well, a bit of faffing later. I've now got things, my test rig wired up. So we've got a bit of power supply rigged up here from the jump pack. We've got 2 bulbs in that. We've got this wire connected to what is the side lights. So if we turn the light switch on to 1, oh, that's off. Side lights on. So the next one is side lights and dipped. So that's on there, side light and dipped. It's going to be dip beam, that one. Then we'll have main beam on that one. So we'll give it another click. Main beam, and that should be side light as well. Let's check that one. There we go. And we got, what's the next one? I think it's main beam only. There we go, main beam, no side lights, no dip beam. So we know the light switch works. Next one, we got to try indicator. So let's plug that onto, which one we got there? I think it's going to be that one for left. Probably clack fast because one bulb went out, so let's go left. We got clickety clickety. No, wrong side. Left. There we go. Clickety clickety. Bad connection on the bulb. And there we go, the other side. Clickety click. Let's put this cable on to the next one. That one over there. Here we go. Push that bulb in. So we have indicators that are working, which is absolutely marvellous. I think the next we just need to sort is a proper earth out on that, so these bulbs flash, because we should have a power from there to there, but because there's earth through the body and there isn't a very good earth because we painted it, so I might just rig up a bit of wire to earth to the back of that and to earth here. I wonder if that'll work actually, if we can do that. No, it ain't gonna reach. Right, we've still got indicator going over there. So if we now just earth that one properly, we have an indicator on the dashboard working. Flipping the other way. We ain't got any load there, so, but it does flash the other way. Brilliant, we like lights that work. If you can see what I mean now, putting this together without the windscreen in here is an awful lot easier, because you can get in here and do what you got to do. Now it's starting to look like a dash. Only a couple of bolts on the side just to hold it, but that's looking good. So at least I know the electrics work in that and do what they should do. But it can all go wrong as usual. So we've got to sort some fans out to go in the box up there because it didn't have any. I have a cunning plan for that. I think I know what to get and where to get them from. A little bit of modification that they will fit. But I'm pleased with that. That's been a good shout today. Right, I'm going to let that do for today. I've done me dose of hours with trucks and tractors and electrics and things. Wifey was down today. She's tidied a few bits of the foam up, or the cladding to go in the cab, and a few of the knobs and things. So, as well as having a bit of a tidy up in there. So yeah, and Dave the dog was here, but he is thick as... Dave is thick, a bit like me. Anyway, on that note, thank you all for watching. Give us the old thumbs up, like, subscribe, drop me a comment, and I'll get back to you. And say, don't forget, Saturday, this weekend, 28th, Brymore School open day. I'll be there in the morning. I'll have some pin badges. If you want one, come and find me, £5 each. Till then, catch you later.